All right, how's everybody doing tonight? We're going to be working on a new deck tonight. I wanted to create a deck around Viper because we've done a Viper deck before, and we haven't done it since Tragedy Feaster came out. And Feaster works really well with stuff that you can sack for permanents, so they both kind of have that commonality among them. So it's good to kind of pair them together in a deck because they're both very strong cards. Hey, seems legit. Rummy, how's it going? Good seeing you guys. Rebooter might be in there. I have to look up what my old list was. Just to see if there's anything I really want from that list. Mulligan. Oh, yeah. You could definitely do that. You're talking about with the enchantment? Wait, three mana 3/4, dude. Mana 3/4. 3 mana 3. What's the 3 mana 3/4, dude? Wade. The artifact thing's kind of funny on that. Does that work that way with the artifact? Does a creature consider dying? Well, there's a so it's a green 3/4. I guess we can try to find it. Let's just put that in there as a placeholder. You said it was 3 casting cost? Three, 4. Let me throw this to the side. Trying to say, are you talking about abundance? Sentinel. Oh, the Sentinel. You're talking about the Sentinel in Nameless City? Yeah, that's a good one for creating the tokens. I'm going to try sticking with mono black for now on this one. Go here. Oh, we got to switch our settings here. We got the freebooter in there. Sacrifice a permanent. Bitter Bloom wouldn't be too bad. That'd be an interesting combo for those. And then we're going to do an annex in there. Any good demon cards that we really want to throw in other than the Feaster? You always have Bloodletter you can throw in. This one never saw any play, did it? Grim Bauble? Yeah, Grim Bauble's really good in a deck like this. Oh. Mudflat. I don't think I've actually played with this card. Well, it's considered a snake, right? I like that. That's pretty good. Nowhere to Run's good. You can do Momentum Breaker too if we really wanted to get squirrely. Not sure if I want that. Duress isn't too bad. Do we want a core? Tithing Blade's really good, yeah. We're gonna get rid of that Momentum Breaker. Not sold on the freebooter. I think that can be replaced with like a hex. I don't really have a whole lot of creatures though. Do we do let's do a colorless land. Might be greedy, but we'll see. Yeah, I was thinking of the sack cards for that. Yeah, this is the one I was actually looking for. I was looking at the other one for creature, and I'm like, I don't want to do the creature one. This is probably... We can just nix this. And kind of go all in on this. This even creates a token too, so we definitely want 4 of those in there. We just do that. And then throw maybe... Guess we don't really have instant speed targeted removal, do we? Other than Hex. Maybe like 2 Bitter Triumphs. Skitters. I'll put that in there instead of this. Yeah, the issue is if we're doing Mud Flaps and we're doing Sanctuary, well, I guess we can get rid of Sanctuary if we're not doing the other one. So we could do Hollowed, or we could do Fountain Port. Get 2 of those in there. We'll try nixing this. God, the Annex is so good, though. Hey, Neil. Yeah, I didn't realize you were the one typing. Good to see you tonight. Can of Chunky, how's it going? I was looking at your list that you posted, Can of Chunky. I haven't tried it yet, though. Yeah, Shoot the Sheriff is good. Yeah, I don't want to go too crazy with lands. The realm is pretty good though. You can create a token. But by the time you create a token with that, that's pretty late in the game already. Well, it's just going to be sacrifice fodder for the deck, for the Tithing Blade. Feaster. We can try this without Annex. I feel like it's going to be stronger with Annex. We got to cut some cards here. I feel like we cut those. Maybe cut a Nowhere to Run. What else to cut? I'll keep the Pursuits. Those work really good with both these. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 13 removal. Maybe we just go back on one of these. We try that. Let's give this a whirl. Well, Hostile Investigator for the discard. Are you thinking us casting that and they discard? Hopeless Nightmare too. Yeah, that's not in. This is the one that got banned. It's too good of a card. Well, I know we're going to make modifications, so we'll give this one a test run. I'll give you guys a preview of the deck for tomorrow's video. There's been a handful of different YouTubers, and I saw Jay had a mono green list with Slumbering Trudge, and I wanted to try out creating one myself, and I ended up coming up with a Golgari list here, and I wanted to kind of get Ral Zarek in the mix here, and the idea is every single creature that's in this deck is 3 mana or less, which means you can use its -2 ability to just pull back anything from your graveyard, which is really slick. If you guys aren't familiar with this style deck, Slumbering Trudge actually comes down on. You can take this down on turn 1. It just has a bunch of stun counters on it, but it's a 6/6, and then you can follow it up on turn 2 with a Tumbleweed, creating a 6/6 creature in play, which is really good. Or you can Hunter's Talent, so you can do 6 damage to any creature. You also have Trailblazer, which works well with this dropping down. We have a bunch of high-powered creatures, 7/5, 6/6. This is the weakest, but this is your card draw outlet. 6/6 is going to essentially be that, or a 7. To eventually get the Skullport Nexus, And what's nice is, as long as you have a 6/6 in play, this is a free, or not free, but 2 casting cost card. And with that, if your creatures, your non-token creatures die, you get a token creature that's the same power and toughness, which is really slick. And it has a neat ability on the bottom where you pay 2, and you could double target creature's power until the end of the turn. And you can actually combine that with Hunter's Talent level 2, where you give it trample. So you can essentially give this the +1 in trample. So that's going to be an 8 power, and then you can double it. So it can be a 16 trampler attacking in. That's the whole idea for this deck. So that's going to be the video for tomorrow. I had fun building and playing this deck. But let's get into the Rotten Feaster. Demonic Council. Okay, now I'm going to look back at that one. Oh, demonic. Reveal, put in your hand, shuffle. There are 4 or more cards in graveyards. Then search your library for any card to put in your hand. I mean, we only have the one demon card to search for. I don't know if it's worth a card slot. I kind of want to play this card with a more demon-focused deck. Like, this in a Bloodletter deck's really good. I've never actually played this card before. Let's give this a run quick. Of course, we always play rank. It's a cool card to find things like Feaster or Bloodletter, but we only have the one demon in this deck. If we had more... I wish there was more versatile demons that did other stuff. They're all pretty straightforward cards other than like Bloodletter. So chances are you're going to be seeking out like Bloodletter with that card. Alright, we go first. I guess we'll try it. Not a great hand. We got land. Yeah, it would, because it already has trample. Maybe that's a deck we try next, or maybe we incorporate that in here. We'll see. Their Springleaf Drum. Alright. Well, we don't have anything against Graveyard, unfortunately. Be able to get rid of their Loner. They're going to probably make us discard this turn, so we'll end up losing our Viper. It's a shame, because Viper would actually come down next turn. Raids. Raids rotated. Hobble down. And we're slowing them down. Might just do this to Surveil, to be honest with you. Yeah, Betrayals is really good. You know, actually, Vacuum wouldn't be bad in a deck like this because you can always use it as sacrifice fodder. So they can hit their Deceit next turn if they want to. What do we got? Oh, they never mind. They're going to fill a graveyard with exactly what they need. That's a bummer. Yeah, but with Vacuum, you don't have to sack it. You can just pull individual cards out and then sack it whenever you're ready. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter. If you're playing against decks that don't utilize the graveyard, you can just sack it anyways. It took them that long to find the bringer, huh? Alright. Well, we don't have graveyard hate, so I think we pretty much lost this one already. Oh, Jesus. We got pretty flooded this game also. Hey, it's our feaster. Alright. Let's switch this up with a little graveyard hate. Yeah, Chunky, man. It's crazy when you look at decks now just because of how many sets are involved with this. And it's going to be even more. You have like 5 or 6 different options for different cards that you want a special ability for. Gets kind of crazy. Feaster. Vacuum? That seems pretty good. We're going to go down removal probably. Case of the Stashed Skeleton's kind of interesting. It does give you 2, and you can search. That is a neat idea. I actually... That would almost just be in place of Bitterbloom. It actually works really well as well with our Obsessive Pursuit. Which creature are you referring to, Chunky? All of them are death triggers that I know of. Okay, that's the one you're talking about, Spiteful Hexmage. That's not bad. Let's try 2 of them before I start crafting. I do like that. Anytime you can do 2 for 1 without having to do anything to it, that's kind of a benefit. I think we do have to, if we do 2, I think both of these offer 2, but that is a search if that gets through. You do have to pay 2 to solve it. Get 2 sacks for that. I think we drop this down maybe. Maybe drop this down to 3. Because it only has 1 ability. That's the only issue with this. Maybe 2. Drop the Bitter Bloom entirely. The only thing nice about that is you could flash it in at the end of their turn, and then you're assured 2 on your turn. And you can surprise them with the Rottenmouth for 2 less. Where this gives them a shot to kill the creature. We'll try it without that. Run 66 cards like a grown man. I always get a kick. The one guy that I play a lot of his decks, MTG DVD, I always get a kick out of him. Every single deck he runs is 61 cards. That's kind of what he's known for. Alright, opponent goes first. We can do a Hex Mage into... See? Clearly we just picked the best deck here if we can just win right off the rip. Don't even need to play a card. That's how good this deck is. Who said Magic's hard? Magic's only hard when you're playing Island Mentals, apparently. Ain't that right, Neil? We do the 1-2. Ooh, and we got Rottenmouth, too. We're going to get a pretty quick Rottenmouth here. This is about the fastest I think you'll get Rottenmouth down, I think. Can I kill it? No. It does not. Oh, we got another Rottenmouth. Pursuit might have been the better play there. We are not attacking in because we're not going to give him a free token. Okay, now he can double block, so we can't attack in. Okay, that's good. We can do... We'll sack these 3. That way we have Pursuit left. That's a pretty dang quick Rottenmouth Viper. I mean, he can just have removal, obviously. But we'll see. We do have another Rottenmouth coming down pretty quickly. We are allowing him to sack, unfortunately. So we can actually drop Pursuit and Viper next turn if we wanted to. Ooh. That's really good. You know what? I shouldn't have done it that way. Because we don't have enough until next turn. We'll do this and then attack in. They'll sack their freebooter, I would think. Although then they can't block. We'll just take 4. Yeah, there's something to be said about getting the other Rottenmold Viper down last turn. But he could have swept the board and we would be in trouble. Maybe it's best just to hold on to this. Especially now that we can solve. He's got to remove this thing. Elspeth. Well, I guess we're going to search out... I don't know if we have an answer for that, actually. Bitter Triumph. We got 2 Bitter Triumphs. So we'll solve this to find our Bitter Triumph. Oh, we don't have enough mana for this. Yeah, we got stuck on land, unfortunately. Pay 3 life, we'll do this. We'll get the Rottenmoth down and keep the pursuit.
Hope is never lost.
Yeah. We're not doing too good with lands this stream. They got tokens they can sacrifice. We do have both these that can play next turn, which is pretty good. Yes, Death Touch, Mobilize. We're going to say no block. Well, actually, we can block here. That was pretty good. He gets to draw a card every time they die. But at least we get to get rid of both their cards. Or both their creatures. We're dead next turn no matter what, though. Oh, jeez. Alright, GG. We don't have a whole lot of creatures in this deck. Not a lot of win cons going on here. Maybe that's something we should have looked at a little bit closer. Because we essentially only have... I struggle to say even this is a win con. But it's really these two that we're banking a lot on. What would you add for the Golgari list, Neil? Let me duplicate the deck here. Yeah, you have to do 3 or more. Yeah. The lifelink is kind of critical in that. Doubling season? I guess if you have all the tokens. Innkeeper isn't in standard anymore, is it? No, it is. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if that's really one we want. Friday Mentor? I don't think it would double it, but I don't think we're going to get to, I mean, you got to cast this, you got to get to level 2, and then you have to get to level 3. So you're investing 6 mana to double your counters. And you get +1/+1 in return, basically. Tough cookie? Yeah, that gets you 2. You can start making creatures too if you do the intelligent end turn. Catch grab, yeah. Helps you search through your deck. Super Shredder wouldn't be bad if you're doing like catch. I guess that's leaving the battlefield. Would you just be better off with Moon? That's in graveyard. It's leaving battlefield. I guess Shredder would be the payoff, wouldn't it? The problem is you're doing too much of the payoffs. You're going to start reducing this. Eater's not bad. How do you spell that thing? There it is. Yeah. Other creatures. Just put it in a graveyard, battlefield, it grows. That's not bad for a top end. We might have to slow down, unfortunately, the Viper. Insidious Fungus is pretty good, yeah. It's interesting you can destroy your own artifact if you need to do that. The land card's not bad either to ramp. You're right, the dagger actually is not too bad. Annex allows for card draw. Because the dagger is kind of a 2-for-1. What's the honest one here? I don't think I've ever seen this one. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. It's an interesting one. Is that what we do? Just throw a bunch of land in there? Go for it? Catch Grab can get you a Viper and have a food token instant. Yeah, that is true. Let's do it. Let's run it. We're going to have fun with this one. Obviously, that's an awful lot of lands. We got to put more land in here. Doesn't even allow us to do the suggest. We gotta get our other lands in here. Get rid of that. Let's go to our lands. Overgrown Tomb. Verges. Throw a couple cottages. We'll do the Blooming Marshes. The Glades. Let's see here. Yeah, we're right around there. Let's cut a tough cookie. Catches. I feel like we don't have enough removal. Let's run this mess. Gotta have some fun here. Well, this is a first. I've never ran 100 cards in Standard. Maybe we don't have enough lands. Here we go. We'll keep that. I want to keep the removal and annex. It's just a between the shredder and case, and I think case gets us to 2. Let's do that. Mardu. Look at that tall stack of cards. Get our stash scaly down. Maybe we just go for the annex. Could have done that after we attacked in. Yeah, we got the search with Case. We got all these solutions, 90 some solutions left. Shoot the sheriff. I think we catch, grab. I think we gotta go for our Sidious can get rid of their. Yeah, let's grab that. I think we do this. Search for our demon. Question is there anything better that we want? Nah, I think we just go over tragedy. Ghost Vacuum is actually kind of interesting. Oh! Just got rid of our annex. Well, that's not good. There goes our plan. We can do this, and we can fungus and still sack to destroy the artifact. Maybe we do that first. It's an instant, we'll hold it up. Stock up. All right, that's this. We can grab our unholy. That seems pretty good. Grab this. I think we just do the annex. Ghost Vacuum. We're gonna end up killing ourselves. Cornucopia! What are we thinking? You're right. Cornucopia should be in this deck. My turn? Look at this. We got multiple demons coming down now. We're going to play this one first to see if they counter it. They don't. We didn't use vacuum last turn. We should have. We'll cast Feaster. Helix us. We're going to gain 2. Unless they get rid of our Annex. Jeez. Yeah, we could just be dead next turn. Ooh, Rottenwolf Viper. That's pretty solid. So we're going to want to equip this. Alright, so... we're going to want 2. So we're going to cast this for 1, 2. Gotta keep that. That's 3. That's 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll have that left over. Yeah, I think that's the play. Tap land down. They only have 4 cards in hand, which is actually pretty good against a deck with all the draw spells. Capstone. That's not good. Jeskai Revelation. That's bad for us. And we can basically do the same thing again, but now they have a sack out, or creatures to sack. And they can start casting stuff over and over with this, unfortunately. Do that. Do Tithing Blade. We'll sack this one. I mean, we're pretty much hosed because of the capstone, but still fun. Gotta put it on here for the game life. Oh, jeez, they got another one. Well, that's not good. Six now. I think we have to block this. Down to 25 cards. Yeah, I was missing the Ghost Vac when for using them. It's not going to trade, unfortunately. It is a GG. Duress is interesting. Inevitable defeat. Ill-timed. I think we just get rid of that one. Resolve. Stock up. Oh, there he goes. Actually, no, that casts for 0, doesn't it? That actually worked out to our benefit. Down to 19. Well, we definitely have them on amount of cards in our deck. That's the one thing we got going for us. I'm actually surprised at how well this deck ran so far. Kind of a unique deck. Weekend's been going okay. Nothing too crazy. We got a family reunion tomorrow, so that's going to be fun. I'm sure. Yep. That sure took them a while to figure out they could just kill us. Yeah, I suppose we could have used the land to get back our Viper. I didn't even think about that. Let's give this one more go. And I'm kind of interested to do that combo with the Feaster and that other card that somebody mentioned. The Nexus. I might adjust this list to throw in the Tramplers. Because I think if you have more Tramplers in the deck, it could work really well. What am I waiting for here, Neil? Boros did really well for you. Put the core in the cornucopia. Yep. We'll do that. Deck wasn't big enough, so we added some cards. Because that's clearly what the problem was. Get rid of Skitter. Skitter's the problem that we have with this deck. Yeah, you're probably right, Neil. We're gonna give this one more whirl, and then I actually kind of want to build the other one. That while I have it on my mind. Feaster. This is actually a pretty good hand right here. This is like a dream hand. Oh, that is hilarious. All right, let's keep it. We're a little slow, though. That's the only complaint. Hey, there's our Skitter. Go for the card draw right off the bat. Get our demon down. Three, that gives us 2, 3, and we could do a Skitter if we draw land. Don't have removal, so I don't really want to attack into this. Let's just do core into Skitter. Make a deck with all the green and black cards. We can try something. I'm going to hold off on the attack here. We need to find one of our removal. We can attack him with other creatures. I just don't want it just to die to this. I get it as trample, but maybe we'll just wait a turn. Do we do 4 of every card or just 1 of every card? What the heck did he just do? Oh, he destroyed our enchantment. Oh, okay. Well, we can do a case as well as a shredder. I think we just kind of go crazy. Go all ham here. Shredder's gonna grow. So we're gonna go all in here. Sure. See how they block. Kind of figured they do that. They block that. I didn't expect this. Why did they not reverse that trade? Sure. Shredder gets big. Is this an instant? It is. We'll hold off. All of them. It's going to take a while to build a list. The deck works. The deck works. That is funny. Okay. I don't know how long this is going to take, but we'll start it. I'm not saying I'm going to continue all the way through, but we'll just say all of them. Oh, I want to name the deck all of them. Only the ones we own. We'll see how long this takes. Would go faster if we only did one of each. There has to be a maximum. Is there a maximum? I gotta search this out before I go through this. Is the max deck size on MTG Arena? Okay, we are limited to 250 cards in our deck, so we can't do 4 of, unfortunately. Should we try to do one? Well, even one of is going to be that's not going to be enough. So we got to be a little bit picky on what we play. Okay, let's set some ground rules here. Let's only pick cards that we consider decent, and we only play one of each card. How's that? Because we have to have more than one. I mean, if we have, there has to be more than 250, way more than 250 cards still by doing one of. Let me just kind of like randomly go through and start picking like good cards, then we can like double back. And I don't even mean like really good. Dead weight. Sure. Yeah, beavers, duress, eaten alive, ego drain. We'll do rat. Oh, you mean common? Let me redo that then. Or should we do all rares? Rares would be a little bit easier to do. Rares and mythics? You're going to have a higher power level if we go with rares and mythics as well. We can do rares and mythics, and then if we have room, we can pad with like removal and stuff. You okay with that one, Neil? Too hard to win with rares and mythics? Let's see what the deck looks like. I don't know. There's a lot of good rare mythic cards that are low casting cost. There's a lot of early drops. Moon Shadows. We have the Spiteful Hexmage, Vine Lasher, Cecil, Tiny Bones. Let's see what this thing looks like. How about that? We'll do one of each. You gotta remember, a lot of these rares aren't too amazing. Like, this is just a 2-drop, 2/2 for a strike. I don't see how this one's going to be any good. All right, we are already up to a pretty high number here. Maybe we have to do a monocolored. We'll try with monocolored. How about that? Interaction kill cards. Well, that's what our sweepers are for. Not to mention, we have Arden, so we pretty much just won the game already, right? Oh, how sick would it be to get this off with a bunch of these in our graveyard? We'll even do the different lands as well. So that's 198. And then, how about we, because we want to have some interaction, we'll do anything that says destroy. 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 Destroy, destroy, destroy. Okay, we gotta check out our land here because we're gonna be. So we need what? 42, 80. So we're already over. We need 80. 80. We need what? 100 land? So we gotta get rid of a lot of cards. We're already like over the threshold. So we gotta cut some cards. We can cut a couple land, right? Okay. Like that artifact one that we had, we'll cut that because that just didn't make any sense in there. It doesn't even tell you what issues you have. 105 lands. Okay, we gotta get rid of a lot of cards then. Yeah, we're at 105 right there. How do we decide what to cut? Bloodthirsty, Blasphemous Edict, Ashiok. Maybe we get rid of like Greed's Gambit. That's kind of useless. It's not the worst. Get rid of like zombies. Two. That's not bad. Got some unique cards in here. Excruciator. Bonebrute's actually a fun card. I really like that one. I'm thinking too much. I think we just need to just do random. Maybe we get rid of some of the artifacts. Let's it's kind of hard to separate them, right? Let's see what this looks like. Oh my god. Maybe we get rid of some of the high-end stuff. Although that'd be fun to play some of that stuff. So we got, what, 40 more? Get rid of the pact. Some of the stuff that just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like this, because we got a lot of stuff we want in our graveyards. Wrinkle's Prank is fine. Fine. It's good removal. Okay, Sib's Song kind of is a weird in the deck. Slithering, Spin Out, Rush of Dread, Brawl Zerk. So I guess you will see how the game is rigged, because you should not win with a pile. You should try out Brawl and have some energy. Or have some synergy, yeah. The Everything Pizza deck. Death Baron. Let's just get rid of that. That doesn't do a whole lot. I'll check out that deck in a little bit, Neil. No, we don't want the multicolor spells. It's funny because a lot of these cards are nice. Yeah, I'll have to try it. I'm always interested in a mono black list. I think we just gotta get rid of some of these. Virtue. Let's look at the top here. Call's pretty good. Liliana's good. Good. Yeah, we'll get rid of the Doomsday. Vein Ripper. Get rid of the Junker. Runescarred. Searching is always a good thing. Virtue is good. Good. Maybe Bringer is going to be the... Arden. Rise of the Realms. Volgavoth. Get rid of this one. Remember. Get rid of that. Conqueror will keep. Edict will keep. I didn't like the Stone Chosen. Huh. I don't think I've actually seen this card. Sacrifice any number of artifacts, enchantments, or tokens. Turn that many creatures to your graveyard to the battlefield for 5. This is almost like a fix card. We should build a deck around this. Let me write this one down. Lich Knights. Conquest. So let's get rid of that. We're just kind of get rid of anything we can here. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. We're going to end up finding a lot of stuff that just probably doesn't work in the deck. Let's just do like... oh, we can't search that way, can we? Arena's decent. Just give her like 9 lives. Morning Song. New Blood. Talisman's interesting. Zombie. Anything that targets just a specific card. Okay. Shredder, Sunset. Death Touch. We're getting there. We're getting there. Man. Wrench. I mean, a lot of those are pretty good. Let's just get rid of, like, Pox. I don't see us playing that unless we comboed out. X. We got too many effects that are like that. Uses other mana. I don't really want to sacrifice everything we got. Emeritus, Deadly Plot. Yeah, I don't think we want to do that. We're going to die to that. Yeah, get that. We're almost there. Yeah. Job select. We actually have quite a bit of removal in here. I'm actually kind of surprised. Draw a card, lose life. Sephiroth. Dread. Spin out. We're getting there. Apologies for how slow this is. Want to get it to be decent. Bringer's kind of a dream, isn't it? We'll just get some of these top end down because it's just going to be feel bad. Masker Worm's okay. 6, 7. Holy. Oh. 5 more. And a lot of effects like this. Beam's kind of interesting. Bloodthirsty, Blasphemous. Don't really care for Zodiark in this. Let's get rid of him. Siege. Valentine's always interesting. Gives us a little lifelink as well. Darkness Crystal obviously is good. Surveil. Acolyte. Yeah, we'll get rid of this. One more here. Definer. We'll just do that. All right. We'll try this. All right. Let's rock this thing and see how we do on ranked. Obviously, we could have vetted these cards out a lot better, but we're going to go for it. Everything's a one of in the deck. So the people that didn't see what we're doing here, we have one of almost every rare and mythic, and then we have one of a lot of removal. This is not that bad of a hand, actually. Yeah, we'll take that. Onyx Onion. The Goth Costco or the Mono Black phone book. Well, I mean, this is how we built the deck, really, to combo out like this, so... That's really the 1-2 play that we were anticipating. Jeez. We even have instant speed removal. Let's get this down. He might kill the Eyelasher, maybe not. Alright. Onyx Onion. Onyx Onion for name? That's not a bad one. Well, one thing for sure, no two games are going to be the same for you, which is kind of a fun thing. And I get the idea, you can play Brawl, but it's something different playing in Standard. Look at all this for me. Who'd have thunk it? It'd be funny once we get Virtue down so we can start getting their stuff back. We have to be conscious about the stuff that we want to get with Virtue versus stuff we want to exile at the end. Okay, he's just ramping. Like his whole deck was ramp, basically. Alright, pass. We can send her on an adventure and then cast it. I think we attack in first, though. No one expects the food token. Alright, that's not good for us. Hey, Hillbilly, how's it going? Well, there's hexproof. That's not good. 4, 5. We can't get rid of it. That's a bummer. Yeah, we've been facing similar decks, haven't we? Well, they shuffle their deck. They shuggle ours. Hey, thank you, Hillbilly. I appreciate that. Always nice getting the likes on the videos because that always really helps out the channels. We got all the paradigms going here. We can the end is Regent. 5. I think we gotta take it. Maybe we just destroy this one. See what he does. Suppose they can remove counters, yeah. Yep. We just need to get enough power to block this thing. The unfortunate thing is this virtue is going to go down if he still has this out. So let's just do this. You played a different game tonight? What game you play? Oh, jeez. Just land. Get rid of this. We're not going to block anyway, so we can put it back in. Got the life link as well. Yep. Path of Exile. Yeah, that's a fun game. I've only played that a little bit. Kind of like Diablo. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah. How about we just go on to the next one? The hexproof got us. We were just looking for sweeper, essentially. Been wanting to try out Path of Exile 2. To be honest with you, I don't have a whole lot of time for games other than Magic. It's kind of a struggle to even have time for Magic. Demonic Council. Isn't that funny? We mentioned this card earlier. We could search for a demon card, reveal it, and put it in play. Or not put it in play, but put it in our hand. We'll keep it. That is funny. What a good card, though, for us to draw. Now, what demon do we grab? Well, there's not as many demons here as I thought there would be. Holy moly. Do we just do like Madame Null and we can cast it next turn? And then follow it up with like with a Massacre Girl? Let's do that. That is funny play. Look at the deck is so tall you can barely even see the graveyard. Madrimal Cup. Alright, we're already not doing well. I don't think it matters to destroy one of the Badgermoles at this point. They have quite a bit of mana. Yeah, Polaroid. Yeah. I guess we could have, but they still would have had enough mana for that. Polaroid. I don't know. It's just like if a 250 card deck doesn't do well. I don't get it. We'll give this one more try. Hillbilly streams a lot. That's what he does a lot of. Even some days he streams twice a day. If people aren't familiar, go to Hillbilly's channel. He streams almost every day, don't you, Hillbilly? We go first. We got a Tiny Bones. This is interesting. Shredder. Alright, we'll keep this one. Two times a day, every day? That is crazy, Hillbilly. Man, I struggle to stream 2 times a month. Get our Shredder down. That is Pursuit. We'll drop this first. Actually, let's do this. Offspring it. What is he holding up? We will cast this after we attack it. I mean, he could be holding up a sweep or a sweep. In that case, we might want to just hold on to this. Okay. He's going to take a damage, 3 damage a turn. I guess he could sack a bunch of stuff, right? Look at this. He's playing the Bitter Bloom Rottenmouth deck that we were working with before. choose one. Actually, I kind of want to do this. This is Death Touch. Yeah, they're going to end up killing themselves. Actually, we'll keep that for the removal. Just lose 4 life. That came 11-11? Holy smokes. Oh, it has counters. Okay. Yeah, they sacrificed enough for that. Bummer. We don't have removal. Don't have enough mana. They're up to 17. They got it. I think we put this one on the shelf, Neil. I do want to work on a modified version of this one with Tragedy. And then put Annex in it. We got the Nexus to work with that as well. What else do we have for Trample? It's another demon. Really, flying works as well, but Trample's even better. Menace Trample. It's another one where you sacrifice stuff. It's a horror, though. It's not a demon. Oh, we gotta look at your deck here. That's what we were gonna do. Work in progress. Let's pull up your deck list here. Radiant Louis. Okay. Oh no, you got stuff I don't have. It's funny. Out of all the Ugin decks I've played, I only had 2 Iron Craigs. We'll burn a wild card for that. Oh, we didn't need to do that. Oh well. We got 4 of them now. All right, before I start playing this, I got to see what we actually do with this. So you get artifacts out, play Radiant Lotus, tap Wish Claw, find Louise, sacrifice all your artifacts with Radiant Lotus, and then cast Louise or Xanjui. Okay, and win. Okay. Each player loses X life. You gain life equal to life lost this way. You do have quite a bit of stuff. You have removal, yeah. Alright, we'll give this one a wheel. You got a handful of Louise. Or Lewis. Apologize ahead of time, Neil, if I play incorrectly. We go first here. I think we can keep this. What's with the lands? Is there a reason why you have all these? Is this for... Is there a particular reason for these? Like, what's the reason for that? Keepers. Nice Badger Mole, unfortunately. Badger Mole can get the Grim Bobble. Ooh. I think we just bobble this, and then we... Oh, shoot. As he can sacrifice his land from Blade. But we couldn't have put a land in play, unfortunately, untapped. Hillbilly, have a good one. Have a good rest of your weekend. Think we do this anyways? Do we go after Paw Patch here? Or Badger Mole? I feel like it's Paw Patch, but he's going to give counters to everything, isn't he? So it's gonna, anything's going to survive this, right? Because he's just going to put the 2+1/+1 counters on target. Other than that creature. This is the only one I can actually kill. Oh no, I guess, never mind. I did that wrong. I could have killed the recruit. This is a 1 defense. That was a bit of a misplay. Badger? You would have went after Badger? Well, the Badger would have survived. That's the issue. I couldn't have done Badger. I would have had to done Paw Patch recruit. This one I should have done, not the other one. Oh, it's an artifact land. Okay. I missed that part. So we got what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12... 15 right now. 18 with Radiant Lotus. Okay. Oh, they can't put it on their target creature. Okay. Yeah. Should have done Badger Mole then. Three, 6, 7, 8. We're just dead next time, right? So I guess we gotta cast this for 3? We would have been dead next turn. Yeah, if I would have went after the Badger Mole Cub, we would have been 2 more life higher. I don't think it would have mattered much. He's probably only going to attack in with the recruit now. think we hold steady here. And then we just hope next turn that we draw something off the top. Got the Boroid. Yeah, I think that kind of got us, right? I don't think it matters much. Okay, can we top deck here, right? Because we got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 18. I don't think we have enough, do we? We can Villainous Wrath. But they can just attack him with the land to kill us. So we can do another Pillager for a lot. Otherwise... So what's your other... We don't have two... Okay, we screwed up with the Talisman. It tapped the wrong land. But I don't think we would have got there. Actually, we would have, wouldn't we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. We would have got it. Oh, we still can, can't we? Yeah, view browser. So let's do... This is of any color, right? Yeah, we're going to be fine then. Target player adds 3 mana. That's us. We'll add black. For 18? Holy smokes. I had to do the math on that one. I was thinking I was dead on that. That's pretty sick. I have to admit, that's pretty sick. That's a pretty fun deck there, Neil. Oh my god. So I apologize to that player. I totally slow rolled him. I just didn't understand that I had the win. So I apologize to that player. It is pretty fun. Pretty fun deck. I constantly feel like I'm dying until I get that Lotus down, though. We have no removal here. I'm guessing we gotta just mulligan this. We'll keep this. We can ramp with that. I don't think we're gonna ramp with both of them. It is a big glass cannon, I believe it. Well, that last game's a perfect example. There's no reason I should have won that game. I just had the perfect combination of cards to win at the end there. Look at him. All the colors. Talisman. I just noticed they only have one card left in their hand. Villainous Wrath. Too bad we don't have removal or something here. Let's just get this out. Okay, there's land. We're ramping. We're ramping. What do they have that they think they can go off with Speaker? Guess we're gonna find out here. Interesting. We just cast this. The Bloom Tender? Okay. We'll sweep here next turn. Souls will drop. Sure, villain. Get another Wish Claw down. And then we'll get a Radiant Lotus. And what do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 18 mana there. We gotta find some more stuff, don't we? Oh. I guess we just kind of win now, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $16. All right. Don't let your memes be dreams. Yeah, I didn't even need to Wish Claw for him. I could have Wish Clawed for him, but I didn't need to. This deck is silly and fun, man. I like the fact that you just don't see other people playing it. Alright, we have all the cards we need. Just like to see some of our removal artifacts. Let's keep. What a Radiant Lotus. Yep, them going down in life is huge. We're gonna say villain. Probably out. Three. Oh, what a killer. He even destroyed our lands. Well, that was a bummer. Okay. Wow. This might seem weird, but I'm almost thinking we do the Radiant Lotuses. Maybe we go for the Pillager. We'll do the Pillager. Because we need to start ramping. Get this out. We're gonna gain life here. This is not good.
Class is now in session. Never take growth for granted.
Villainous Wrath doesn't really do anything. So we can start attacking in. He's gonna minus that. Do we care? Do we care that he minuses that? Because he's not gonna gain life. He'll gain life with this. 'Cause he's probably gonna turn on Ritual Chamber. But I'd rather have him go down here and then. Yeah, let's do that.
You should know better.
I hate to use the.
The right spell turns poison.
Yeah, he's just gonna keep plussing. That's the problem. Maybe we should have let him do it. Oh, jeez. We'll just give up at this point. Hard to believe I was almost up to Diamond 1 at one point here. Yeah, we need one more land. But even if we had one more land, we still would have been. I guess we would have had 6. Yeah, the Talisman. Would have been bad. Yeah, 7 if he ults, yeah. Alright, we got, unfortunately, both those in our opening hand. I think this is a Maul, actually. This feels much better. Keep this. I think we want to keep a Sweeper, so we'll get rid of one of these. Always feels bad when you get 2 of those. The rest is interesting. We can do this and the rest. Good. Well, we don't really care about those. I think the Annex is definitely the pick here. Gonna go after a Wrath. I think I'm gonna name Vampire just to screw with him. I think you actually have 3 in here. Iron Craigs. Because I had to craft one of them. Alright. My turn. Did they... What did they toss? Why did they toss this? And not Villainous? I'm gonna wait a turn. And just keep ramping out here. I didn't even realize that they tossed that instead. Weird. Oh, so we should have used it. Okay, we got burnt. They drew the one, like one of the only cards that could have burned us in that situation. I guess not one only. They had duresses too. We're gonna take 4 damage here. Oh, we do have Grim Bobble though. Do we cast it? Or do we wait a turn? I think we cast it. Yeah, I don't think they realized it was legendary. It just seems weird. And if they were going to get rid of it, why didn't they get rid of the trolley? We might just sacrifice this to surveil. Yeah, we're gonna take 10 damage here. Grim Bobble doesn't kill anything. Alright, so we're gonna do this for max. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has removal, so it doesn't really even matter that much. Take 10 damage here. I think the only thing that can save us is, well, even a sweeper doesn't save us because it got another land. Yeah, GG. Let's try this again. It's a fun deck to play, but it, like you said, it is a bit of a glass cannon deck. What are your thoughts? Hear me out. Of making this Golgari and putting Cornucopia in there and Wither for a sweeper. That way, if you have the Cornucopia down, the Wither sweeps all creatures. Otherwise, you can sweep 2/2s. We'll keep this. A lot of removal here. That's good. Hey, 50% is still pretty good with something like this over 30 games. Get this down. We got all the ramp we were looking for here. These are such ugly lands. They're so ugly, I actually kind of like them. See what they do. Oh, you had this thing sitting around for a couple sets. Well, that's funny. Let's drop this. This down. Might as well get the talisman down. Alright. We're getting there. We just need, I think, one more of the cards, and we should be able to do it. You like the Pizza Lands? It's one of those things where I thought they're hideous when I first saw them, but I think I kind of went full circle that they're so hideous that I kind of like them now. I still really like my Edge of Eternity lands. This is an old deck I broke out, kind of like that 7 lands Aurora Awakener deck, yeah. I remember that one. Another Terminus, that's not great. I don't think they're there anymore. Just pass the turn, right? That guy. Nice name. I have a feeling our opponent disconnected. Hey, seems legit. Have a good one. Appreciate you checking in on the stream the last couple nights here, so thank you very much, and always enjoy playing your different decks that you've been sharing, so have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Unstable. The good old classic full art lands. You know what's funny? I used to watch TMNT when I was a kid, and okay, we can go for, what do we got here? 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we can talisman for the Radiant. Oh shoot, we're 1 mana off. Well, that was an error. So I watched them all when I was a kid, but I wasn't like super into the toys or anything. Hey, Neil, thank you. Got a lot of new members here. Seems legit. You got one. Thank Neil. Thank you very much, Neil, for providing memberships for the group. Remember, with the memberships, you get the emotes and all that fun stuff. Really appreciate that, Neil. There you go. Yeah, thank you, Neil, for providing those. Really appreciate your support of the channel. All right, let's go for another game here. I think we got 2 more games in us here. I don't think that was a purposeful rope, though. He, it looked like he just disconnected at a certain point. So he might have had internet problems or something. I don't think it was purposeful on his side. A lot of ramp. We'll try it, right? You know, I had that same I had the same opinion, Chunky, about them being MTG cards until the set came out, and I was surprised at how well it worked and it kind of felt thematically okay. It seemed to fit within Magic, like way better than Spider-Man did. So I'm cautiously optimistic for the Marvel one. We'll see how that goes. Let's get this out. She's got oodles of ramp here. The scene of the crime into the trolley. The one I'm really kind of interested in, so I really liked Edge of Eternities as for whatever reason as a theme of the set. I get that it's space theme, which doesn't really seem like it fits, but it worked well for me for Magic. So I'm kind of interested to see, and I'm not a Star Trek person, but I'm interested to see how the Star Trek set works in the Magic universe. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. You're a Trek fan, man. I got it. You know, that's one of those shows that I've probably watched about 4 episodes in my life. And sadly, I think it was Deep Space Nine that I actually watched the 4 episodes on. So it's definitely one of those, like, I have to pick up some time and watch all the different episodes. I really like the movies, the latest movies that they've put out for it. Yeah, we're on the same train of thought here, Neil. I have a feeling I'm going to really like the set. And I'm not even a Star Trek person, but I really liked Edge of Eternities and how they did it with Magic. I was actually a pretty big fan for how they did that. And I was like, going into that set, I was not thinking it was going to work out. Yeah, I have no clue what this deck is doing here. Is this a Excruciator deck? They're using this as a search? Yeah, I agree, Chunky, that Star Trek feels the most odd. But if you think of it in the terms of Edge of Eternities, compared to like Marvel, it fits, which is kind of weird to think. Villainous Wrath, I kind of don't want to kill this thing because I'm fine with them. Just keep dropping that. We got to get a talisman or a or one of our win cons, or I mean not our win cons, but our lotuses. Because we just win straight out as soon as we get a lotus. You don't want Data to be a blue card? Data kind of sounds like a blue card to me, but that's just how I think. All right, we gotta really kind of... Man, another Helix? Well, at least they get rid of land, I guess. That's about it. Just waiting for a card to show up, right? Does 3 damage to himself. I mean, we get Lotus, we just win, right? I guess we just drop that because we can block with it. Or I can't block with it because that is Menace. Can Villainous Wrath. And then we draw a card. Let's do that. Still didn't get there. We're going to have a huge pillager, though, if we drop it. We're taking minor. Another highway robbery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can do a 9, 10 pillager. I think we just wait a turn still. Worst case scenario, we'll sack a food. We're just holding out for that Lotus. I feel he's going to do a discard or something and really kind of hose us. Okay, 3 damage. We can still gain life, which is fine. He can sack this, which is unfortunate. Okay, that's what I kind of figured they would do. We'll just sack one of these. Okay, Radiant Lotus off the top here. That's 6 damage. We're at 8 life. Okay, we're good. We didn't get it. Do we want to? I think we do leave one up. I mean, we're going to have to cast this to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's gonna have creature removal, but we have to do this just to stay alive. Decline that. I guess we just kill him if we find another pillager, or if we find our other win con. Okay, Corpses of the Lost. He can't attack him. Are we gonna win still? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, we're not gonna win. Okay. I think we attack in. Oh no, we don't attack in, do we? Because they'll bounce us back to their hand. No, we do attack in. It's gonna gain us a lot of life. We're fine with that bouncing back to their hand. It's not gonna bounce back to their hand because it's our turn. What do they got? Okay. Well, this will allow us to win the game on this turn. Scene of the crime, I can sack to draw. Yeah, didn't see that. Good call. All right. Victory. They didn't do a whole lot with that deck. I'm not really counting that one as a win on our side. We would have had to try not to lose that one, I think. All right, we got some sacks, which is nice. Opponent goes first, which I don't like, but we got our Lotus, which is okay. We drop our Scene of Crime first turn. Get a creature out, we'll Blade, otherwise we'll Iron Crag. Suppose we could have... No, we couldn't have. Now we can get the Iron Crag and Bobble down next turn. Yeah, that worked out okay. And then we can Simulacrum next turn to continue our ramp. Moonshadow. Alright, I think we Tithing Blade the Moonshadow if we can. That was pretty good for his Moonshadow. What are they bringing back? We do have the Villainous Wrath coming up here too, so... Don't have a way to cast 2 blacks, do we? Alright, we'll just do this. This 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the Scout. And mill again. I think we'll just save the Villainous Wrath then. For when that thing comes online. Grim Bobble. Just want to get this out, start ramping, because we're not doing anything otherwise. Take action. Grab a land. We will trade if they offer it. Next turn we can Duress and Bobble. Gain life. We don't like seeing that. So this is the it's a vampire combo deck. So the Starship Cleric and the Vampire form an infinite combo. Okay, we might have to just... Ugh. Drop that. 4, 5. I mean, we can sweep here if we wanted to. We'll get that in 2 turns. Let's do this. We'll sweep. We get the draw card this way. It's more ramp. We just need to find our win con now, because I think we're going to have enough artifacts between these next turn. So they can bring their... they don't have the one that comes back, do they? They don't. Okay. They just cast the Overlord. We don't have removal for that, unfortunately. Okay, they're gonna bring a creature back to their yard. Talisman. So what do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 21. And this takes 3, so we don't have enough. Shoot. I think we're gonna have to take one more turn. One tooth? Actually, hold on here. Yeah, because this is gonna take all our mana to cast that. 1, 2, 3, 6, 12. No, we don't have enough yet. You know what? I think I could actually duress him instead. Because we'll have enough for the talisman next turn. Okay, he didn't have anything that we're worried about. Worst case scenario, we can gain life maybe, if needed. Talisman first, yeah. They got the tenacity they can get down. What are they going to do? Get tenacity. They'll attack in. Okay, I don't think they can win from here now. I think we got it. This is a long game. Yep. They're tapped out. Okay. And we get another talisman. All right. Well, let's get... It's a shame we didn't have one more land because we could have cast the other talisman. Let's get this down. We will sacrifice and let us gain a bunch. Jesus, let me select that thing. There we go. Is that 30 mana? It is. Just grab the... Do that for 25. GG. That was a fun one. Neil, that's a great deck. Really enjoy that one. I think it could definitely get changed up a little bit, but man, is it fun. Really enjoy playing that list. I don't think I've actually played much with the Lotus. I've seen it played a couple times, but I don't think there was any big deck that actually broke out with it. But I think that's going to call it a night. It's already midnight here, so I really do appreciate everybody watching the stream this weekend. Neil, thank you very much for not only the deck lists and supporting the channel both last night and tonight with the membership, so thank you very much for that. Really do appreciate that. And thank you to everybody else just tuning in and watching the stream. Really enjoy chatting with everybody. Cannon Chunky, thank you again. Thank you for your deck list as well. Appreciate it. Really do appreciate everything. Continue watching the daily videos that I go out. It's been a little struggle lately to get those out, but I still been able to hit every day for the videos, so we're going to try to continue. Believe it or not, at the end of this month, that's going to make 9 months that I did of straight daily posting, which is pretty crazy. Oh yeah, the recorder never showed up. I had it in an opening hand that I mulliganed, but I never had it other than that. that would have worked fantastic with to double up those triggers so that you don't have to have as much mana. Yeah, that's a good one. Very interesting. Yeah. All right. Well, I do really appreciate everything to everybody. Thank you. And I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of their weekend. And we'll see you later. Good night, everybody.